Hey guys, I know I haven't uploaded a Dreadlock Journey video in years, so here we are. This is how my dreads look 2.5 to 3 years in, and I know other YouTubers with dreadlocks, their hair is a lot longer at this point or period in time, but in my opinion, it basically varies and it depends on how much hair you basically started off with and what was your length of hair when you started the locking process itself. And for me, I didn't really have that much hair to begin with. If you saw my previous videos, I had about like this much hair, and I just did like little tiny double twist strands and everything, and I just let them lock up a little bit, and then I would combine those into other little twists to form even bigger dreadlocks, and so on and so on. But over the years, some of them have basically combined together naturally, some are forced to be together, and some little forced arranged marriage. The hair in the back, or like my dreadlocks in the back, is pretty much around the same thickness that it was from the beginning. So you have like these super long dreadlocks that can just really super long, in my opinion, perfect in my just for me. There's other ones that I've combined together, as you can see. Like at some points, they just didn't fully combine, but and then there's some extremely thin ones that are just extremely long and just go off on their own little adventures. With some of my dreadlocks, they are kind of forked, and I just don't even try to fight them like these. Let's see. There's just a whole bunch of forked dreadlocks that I have fused together with other ones, but they wouldn't completely fuse together to give me just one thick dreadlock. And at some point, I just stopped fighting it because I learned you can't force something to happen that's not going to happen. So I've learned to love the forked dreadlocks instead of just despising them. I did despise one dreadlock in the past. I just cut it right off. And I don't know, it's still like that one flat dreadlock that I have in the back. And it's still kind of funny to me. But I remember when I first started out getting dreadlocks, I was looking at pictures online. I was looking at everybody else's dreadlocks, and I said, wow, I want my dreadlocks to be like that. And I was just looking at all the different styles of dreadlocks there were. There were some people that had a whole bunch of small dreadlocks, and to me, it was appealing in a way because you could pretty much do a lot more with that. And then I saw some people with thick dreadlocks, and I like thick dreadlocks, but at the same time, over the years and the months, I just learned that I can't follow anybody else's dreadlock style or the way they have their dreadlocks. It's something that just develops naturally. Your dreadlocks are going to develop a certain way that they're naturally going to develop, and the most you can do is alter the way you want it, like the thickness and the number, but besides that, it's completely different to another person's. So I learned to love my dreadlocks along the period of time. I've had some friends that didn't like my dreadlocks. I have some friends that just wanted me to cut it all off. And for me, I kind of ignored that because that negativity and criticism, while they have the right to say it, it's my hair, you know. It's my hair. You don't have to deal with the process of locking your hair. You're not the one growing it out or anything like that, and I have my reasons for growing it out, so, But one of the most enjoyable things about having my dreadlocks is when I'm just out in public or just anything like public transportation, people would just walk up to me, hey, how did you get your dreadlocks that way? How long have you had them? And for me, it's just something that just lifts up my spirits because for the most part, I already think that most people have a negative perception of me as a black guy with dreadlocks, and to see that some people are genuinely interested in how I got my dreadlocks this way and like the way they look, that's just a plus. But I don't know what was I gonna say for this video. Dreadlocks, you just gotta learn to love them. You gotta learn to love how they come out. And I know in the beginning I wanted my dreadlocks long and I wanted to just be able to do everything and anything with them, but what I've learned is you just gotta love your dreadlocks one stage at a time. You gotta love them while they're short. You gotta love them while they're medium length. You gotta love them while they're long. because before you know it, the time is going to pass. I know I would look in the mirror and I would see all these very small twists. I was just like, oh God, I hate these twists. And then I would fuse them together into thicker, longer ones. And I would have like a whole bunch of little twisty spikes on my head that were becoming dreadlocks. And then over a period of time, I had some small dreadlocks, and then they started fusing together. And for me, before I know it, gravity was starting to kick in, and some of my dreads just, started hanging. And to now, it's to the point where I'm just like, I can't stand these dreadlocks because they're always in my face, no matter what I'm doing. So I have to get like a little thing and just tie it up at the top or something like that. But you just gotta love them at every single step of their transformation and their growth, because you're not gonna be at that point forever, and before you know it, you're gonna miss it. For me, I cannot wait till I can actually fully just tie my hair all the way back into a ponytail, like all of my dreads, or like better yet, just tie it up like some of these YouTubers with dreadlocks do, and try out like different styles for my dreadlocks and wraps and everything like that. But it's a journey, and I'm not gonna rush it. This is VM. Bye. Also, if you have a video about your dreadlock journey, show me.